Welcome to How to Jimmy Las Vegas. My name is Jimmy Emerson. I am your host, and how excited am I? This is our very first show. We're going to be a weekly show talking about everything to do, mainly Las Vegas, a lot of entertainment, but our focus is on, if you haven't guessed yet, the drag scene here in Las Vegas. For those of you that know what drag queens are, good for you. Those of you that don't, well, go to the 7-Eleven. There's always one there. But no, I started doing drag queen work. The professional way to say it is female impersonator. Started so many years ago, literally in the olden days. In Shakespeare days, women were not allowed to be on stage. So men would play the women's parts. And so Shakespeare, even before his age, very few women were allowed to be on stage. So they would write the script, so-and-so, like Ophelia enters D-R-A-G, which means dressed resembling a girl. So that went on for 100 million years, and then somewhere somebody got woke. Oh, I'm sorry I said that. And said, why not let the women be on stage too? They are the ones with the real equipment. Anyway, in my case, I have had such an incredible career. I moved to Las Vegas in 1985, starting to work with an amazing show called Bottoms Up. Breck Wall was the first person to bring me to Las Vegas, and after he saw me in Houston, Texas, where I'm from. Anyone from Texas? No? Texas, where men are men, and the women are men, and the sheep are real nervous. I grew up with that. Anyway, enough about that. I'll tell you more about Texas later, because getting to Las Vegas in '85 is when I got my real professional start in show business. In Texas, I was working as a drag queen, and my drag name was Roxy Star. And there's a story about that, too. We'll get to them in later episodes. And speaking of later episodes, this whole show is part of a brand new publication coming to Las Vegas, a brand new magazine, online magazine called What's Up Vegas. Our very first issue will feature all sorts of information about all the clubs in town, gay and straight, and the ones in between. I have been asked to write a monthly column about the entertainment scene here in Las Vegas with a focus on drag, because I know so many drag queens and they all know me, and most of them like me. Some are still trying to track me down, but I don't care. I've got my own show. Anyway, it's all in good fun. So now that I've told you a little about what we're all about, this is our very first show, so we might make a mistake or two, but we're going to have fun. That's what we're here to do, is to have a lot of fun. And I'm so honored to have as my very first special guest, I have two amazing performers joining me today. One, a dear friend of mine I've known over 20 years or more. We're almost like twin sisters. She's the younger one, sorry, but she is. Her name is Natalie Blaze, and you're going to find out all about Natalie. She's quite a charming, she's an amazing entertainer, and she impersonates Winona Judd. Wait till you see the picture. Wow. Now, you know, I also have impersonated Winona Judd, so I'll let you decide who's better. Anyway, so Natalie will be here with us in just a little while. And wow, how happy am I to have, on my first show especially, an amazing young man who has taken Vegas by storm. He's been working for a few years now. He has his very own show downtown every week at Notoriety Live, and he works everywhere. He is so handsome, so cute, just adorable. And wait till you see him. He's got a lot of stories to tell. The amazing Chase Brown is with us today. So stick around and let's interview my guests, and let's have a good time today and dish the dirt, because my motto for this show is going to be just this simple. A phrase coined by Hedda Hopper years ago. If you don't have anything good to say about anyone, come sit next to me. In other words, slow down for the lowdown. We'll be back in just a minute. Thank you. Hang in there. We're coming back.
Hi, my name is Edgar Alejandro. I'm the co-founder of Rising Again Productions. So we've been here in Vegas producing films for the past couple of years, and we've seen our fair share of studios. We've worked in our fair share of studios, and to be honest, WWDBTV has been our favorite by far. John is so welcoming. The space is wonderful. It's perfect for what we need. We've had rehearsals here, we've had callbacks here, we've had table reads here. So if you're a Vegas creative, or really just a creative coming into Vegas, definitely check out this space, chat with John. I think you'll find that this studio has everything that you'll need as well.
And welcome back to the How to Jimmy Show. I am Jimmy Emerson, your host. My drag name is Roxy Star. You can look me up. I'm everywhere. Once again, I'm so thrilled to be here on the first edition of How to Jimmy Vegas. How to Jimmy Vegas means, people say, what does that mean? It's like how to party in Vegas. Jimmy means party, because if you know me pretty well, I have had my fair share of parties and cool and refreshing beverages, and that's okay. I don't mind. It's made me the star that I am today. And I'm so thrilled for the future of this show. I've got lined up some amazing guests coming up. For instance, Kelly Clinton. I'm sure a lot of you have heard of her. She's agreed to come on the show soon. You can catch her, look for her. She's got a brand new show. I believe it's called Kelly Unleashed. My dear friend Vita Drew, who's one of the stars of Menopause over at Harrah's, will be on the show. The list goes on and on. Like I mentioned, we're going to have a lot of female impersonators on. I've got Chanel, who we're trying to get on the show. My friends from all the different shows, Diva Talks, Sean M. The list goes on and on. And always check out our What's Up Vegas magazine. Once a month. It's a brand new launch magazine. It's out right now. And I get to write a monthly entertainment column there. That's where you can find the dirt. I'm going to try to not be too mean, but you know what? Sometimes the truth just needs to be told, right? That's right. So don't write me letters or anything, because we're just trying to have fun. Speaking of fun, I'm thrilled to have as my very first guest on my very first show an amazing performer who I've known quite some time now. She just does it all. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome my dear friend Natalie Blaze.
Well, thank you.
Hey, darling.
Thank you so much. Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm wonderful. Thank you.
Well, you look amazing today.
I love it. I look like you. I
well,
took out my picture
that's
of you.
All right.
And, you
got to put it all on
for
what we do.
Yeah.
I love your hair.
Thank you.
Yeah, when you're done, I'll need it back.
Right.
Yeah. Okay, that's okay. I like the big hair.
Always.
It's not just because I'm a big girl, but it helps to have bigger hair. It makes you look smaller. It's an old trick. But being from Texas, like I mentioned earlier, it's just a tradition. Texas big hair. The higher the hair, the closer to God. You know.
Right.
So I grew up with all that.
Well, I don't think I've ever done it less than 2 weeks.
So tell me now, where are you originally from, and when did you come to Vegas?
I am originally from Detroit. A lot of people think that I am Southern. My family is Southern, but no, I'm a Northern girl. Even though with the big hair.
Right.
Sorry. But no, I came here to Vegas in 1991. So this year will be a total of 33 years. I haven't been here the whole time.
Right.
But
I get it.
yeah, 33 years.
Well, I know quite a bit. We're going to talk about all your performances and the things that you do, but I know you have some very exciting news, something that happened very recently with you. You got married.
I did.
I know. Congratulations.
Call me Sadie.
Tell me. Sadie, married lady.
Right.
So tell us all about your new hubby.
Oh, my Lord. We have been together. His name is Saul, and I found the man for me. I couldn't believe it. Well, actually, he found me. He found me on Facebook. He sent me a little friend request, and I said, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know if I can say that. I'm sorry.
Oh, you can say anything on my show. We can always bleep it out.
All right.
You know, this is for fun, and if something comes out of my mouth, we're going to just get over it. It'll be fine. Well, now, let me ask you this. You started drag 30 years ago?
Oh, my Lord. Well, we're going to say 30.
We're going to say 30, okay.
We'll just say
so
30.
Now, did you do the drag pageant circuit? Have you won any titles at all?
Actually, I have been always a bridesmaid, never the bride.
Okay. First runner-up?
First runner-up,
Yeah.
Second, third, but always on the top. So
Good for you.
I like that.
I can see that.
Yeah, I'm always a very competitor. You know?
So, You and I have worked at several shows together.
Several.
Over the last few years, anyway.
Yeah.
And a lot of charity shows. Tell us about some of the charity work that you do here in town.
Absolutely. I don't think that there is a charity that I haven't helped out. I definitely say yes whenever I can. So yeah, I've worked with AFAN. I've worked with the sisters, the Sin City Sisters.
Love them. What a great group. We have a lot of charity groups. We're going to talk about all those and have them on in future shows.
And the Imperial Court.
The Imperial Court, absolutely. There's a lot of good charities. The BMO is one. The Bears. I've been involved with so many different ones. The Prime Timers. It goes on and on.
Right.
And these charity groups, I may sound a little bitter here, when they need to raise money for a cause, they do a great job. But 99% of the time, what do? They call a drag queen.
Right.
Absolutely.
Right.
And we're always happy to do it. It fine with me. I've done a lot of work with the Golden Rainbow over the many years. And that's an organization that raises hundreds of thousands of dollars. They have a big show every year. I've been a part of it many, many times. But well, tell me now that I can tell everybody where you work, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, because that's an interesting story. I hadn't seen Natalie Drew in quite a while, and my husband and I decided we were going to remodel our kitchen and living room. So we went to Lowe's, and there we were, and I'm looking at things in cabinets. I like those cabinets. And I went over, and there's this guy sitting at the desk. And I said, "Oh, could you help us?" And he goes, "Yes, Jimmy, I can." I went, "Oh, my God, it's Natalie."
Sassy pants.
So, long story short, you came over, you got our measurements, you came out. He did an amazing job. I'll take pictures later. The transformation from the old 70s kitchen that we had in our home to brand new, beautiful white. You did an amazing job.
Thank you.
I can't thank you enough.
Thank you.
So go see Natalie Drew at the Lowe's nearest you. Just give her a call first.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, now, just on to other things. You're married now. You've lived in Vegas. You work nights at the clubs. We all do. Has anything like odd happened to you before? Have you ever gotten any trouble?
Oh, I've had troubles. I've had troubles. Drama, always drama.
Okay.
So
well, that's
anyway,
all right.
no, I've had the slew of men and offers and all of that stuff. Unfortunately, part of our story, or mine anyway, for sure, as a queen, drinking and some drugs come into play. Not every queen, but
the year is 2024, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. We go back 25 years. I don't talk about it, but I was there for all that. All the parties.
Right.
I didn't miss a thing. It was fun. And but anyway, you do what you do, and I love a cool and refreshing beverage from time to time.
Right.
Everyone's laughing out there right now. Of course I do. But I've been very lucky.
Right.
That I am very cautious because I've been a bartender among many other things, and I worry about people that drink too much and drive. I usually either get my husband to drive or somebody, but if I'm really, really close, I stop drinking, I drink some water, and I get home safe, but I don't recommend it. Any bar in this town will gladly call you a cab. You're a cab. Or an Uber or a Lyft. Do that. Don't drink and drive. Just don't do it. Just don't do it.
Seriously.
But we all learn our lessons.
Right. And
That's
I
all
did.
good.
5 years
Well, let me
sober.
ask you this, because it's such a great honor to have you on my show, especially my first one.
Thank you.
Tell us who's your favorite performer? Who's your favorite singer?
Oh, well, I've been doing her for, again, a long time.
Yeah.
So Winona.
You look like
my
I can
girl.
see you doing Winona.
Winona's my
I've
girl.
impersonated Winona
Right.
in Lacage for years.
Yeah.
But Winona's a hefty girl.
She is.
She goes up and down like we all do.
Right.
But she's a big girl.
Right.
Moo. But
Right.
But
that
she's so
voice,
very talented.
that
I've
voice.
met her a couple of times. She's
Oh, yeah.
truly delightful.
Right. She
Yeah.
was so sweet. I met
Yep.
her at Caesar's Palace.
Yep.
It was my mom and my birthday, and so we went and saw Winona. And
Did you show her pictures of you dressed as her?
well, I had all my own
Oh,
hair.
you went dressed as Winona?
Well, yeah.
Oh,
And
good.
She didn't talk to me. I was the last person she talked to.
I love
I was
that.
just like, you know.
Nice.
And so anyway, she just gave me the best compliment. She goes,
Yeah.
"Wow, you look great." She goes, "No, I look wonderful." And so anyway, and at the time I was skinnier, so she was very happy
Well,
with
sure.
that. You know, she
Okay.
goes, "I'm skinny,"
Well,
so.
I got it. I got it. Well, so what's next for you? Tell everybody where you're working, which clubs you're working. I know you do a regular spot at the Phoenix Club.
Right, right. So I'm at the Phoenix on March 17th. It'll be the Old Broads, Ballads, and Booze. I don't take part of the booze, but you'll definitely see me do a ballad or two. And that will be March 17th. And then I'll be doing the Miss Diamond pageant for the Imperial Court, Imperial Empire Inc. And so that'll be April 6th at Badlands. And then a big honor for me because, like I said, I'm sober for 5 years, the first of the year.
Congratulations.
And I'll be hosting the Narcotics Anonymous convention here in
Excellent.
town,
Excellent.
and that'll be in August. So
Yeah.
I'm so excited.
Well, I'm so happy for you, and I'm so thrilled that you came on my show today. And I'll see you at the club.
Oh,
you
yes.
know, I get around. I do a gig here and a gig there, but we're working here now, getting my show, and I'm so excited. And I want to thank you again
I'm
for
thrilled
being our
for
guest
you.
today. Ladies and gentlemen, check out Natalie Blaze wherever you can find her, and Phoenix, Badlands, the Flex Club.
Flex.
I know that you'll be there. So listen, thanks again for being here. I'll see you soon. And we're going to break away for a minute and a little message from one of our sponsors. We love our sponsors. Here's one now. Mwah. Thank you, Natalie.
Thank you.
One of our sponsors here at How to Jimmy Vegas is the incredible Dark Lady Gypsy. She's my personal friend. Tracy Fawn is her name, but she has registered the name Dark Lady Gypsy. The word gypsy, who you think a lot of people have claim to, she has been doing this for over 35 years. She is truly has an insight as a psychic that I've never seen, and I've met and known a lot of psychics. Please do yourself a favor, get a hold of Dark Lady Gypsy and have her, you could talk to her. She'll do a tarot card reading. She'll do a reading with you on the phone. She does horoscopes. She's the top of the line when it comes to psychic readings. And she's very affordable, and she's my dear friend, and I trust everything she said. She's helped me a lot in my career, and I hope she helps you with yours. Dark Lady Gypsy. And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for tuning in to the How to Jimmy show. This is my first show. I've said that because I'm very excited about it. I've never had my own show before. Who knew? Anyway, we are part of an incredible new magazine that's out now called What's Up Vegas. Say it with me. What's Up Vegas. What's Up Vegas. What's Up Vegas. It's it's full of all kinds of information, and I have the privilege of writing a monthly entertainment column in the magazine where I try to just talk about what's going on and maybe dish a little tea here and there. That's what we do. So anyway, we're going to move on now, and we had Natalie Blaze in the first segment here, a dear friend of mine, and I'm so thrilled that I was able to get this guy to be on my first show because, wow, the first time I saw him perform, I was just bowled over. I couldn't believe it. And I saw him, and then almost immediately, this was a while back, almost immediately, I asked him to do a charity event for us. And I called him up and he said, absolutely. He's no problem at all. He showed up, he wowed the crowd, and he's been wowing them ever since I've met him. He has a regular show downtown. I'll let him tell you all about that. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the very handsome, cute as a bug, my good friend, Mr. Chase Brown. Hi, Chase.
How you doing, Jimmy?
I'm
Thank
good. You look amazing.
Oh, this old thing.
I love your drag.
Thank you so much. Chase Brown is drag at this point.
I know.
So I feel like I could totally relate to the drag queens.
Well, yeah,
because
yeah.
there's me out of the cowboy hat and without the mascara on, and then there's hat and mascara Chase.
Well,
so.
you know how to work the stage. That's what any performer, I would have guessed any country star, anybody, you go on TV, you got to do it. You're on stage. You perform a lot live.
Yes.
I've seen you many times. And we're going to talk about some of your gimmicks because I love what you do on the stage. But tell us, how did you get started did you start singing at a young age? Was this something you just loved to do and it morphed into what you do now? Or?
So I lucked out because my mom was a singer, country singer in South Texas, singing in all the bars and honky tonks. And so growing up, between having a grandma who was a Presley, her maiden name was Presley. So
Yes.
her sister, one of her 13 sisters, had traced down that the family gene and the name kind of traced back to Elvis. So when you tell that to a little kid that your grandma's a Presley and you're watching, the Ed Sullivan Elvis things, that kind of immediately I knew I wanted to make people scream. I wanted like that, he'd wiggle and they'd start going crazy.
That's right.
Something from a very early age in me, mixed with seeing my mom sing and rehearse and going and doing shows, it was like the perfect storm of.
So you understood the gimmick and the whole what gets people excited at a very early age.
From day one, I had to do it. So when I was about 14, 15, I asked Mom if I could go to the bar, this little bar in Victoria, Texas called Dodge City. And I said, can I go sing a song with you? And she said, well, put on a song and let me hear you first so you don't embarrass yourself, She didn't know I'd been, while she was working her day job, I was setting up all her stuff and singing. And so I did one song for her. She said, okay, go get dressed. And I have not quit since. I don't think I've gone 2 weeks in my whole life without doing a gig or a show.
Well, it shows.
So it's just
it comes naturally for you.
I'm so lucky to have it as not only as a profession, but as a outlet for my kind of creativity, or just I need to sing. It's not like, I got to work so I can do the gig. It's like I have to be on stage and get this out and get that feeling and the anxiety and all of it and the connection with the crowd.
Well, you can tell when you're on stage, you're truly having a good time.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And now you have a very big following. I mean, you really do. I mean, there's different shows I've seen you in and television and different things. You have an amazing following of fans, and that's a real key to any performer, to have their fans out there. You have a lot of gay men that adore you because you're just so handsome and all. And you have more than your fair share of girl fans. The women just adore you, especially the older women. They go nuts for you.
They do. And it's always been like that. One thing when I was starting out, Mom said, okay, we'll let you do these shows, but you've always got to give back. And one thing that she would make me do was, and I say make me at first because I was very nervous and scared, but we had to go to a nursing home that was actually the hospital that I was born in turned into a nursing home in my little Texas town.
Oh, wow.
So she was like, you've got to give back, so we're going to go do a show. And I was so scared to go in there and sing for these people, and they were, it was the later on in life kind of like, they were in bad shape. And I was so scared to do that, but within the first song, they lit up, and I kind of realized I can make them feel special. I can go up, touch them on the cheek, or I can, and just lighten these people up.
Yeah.
And I took that with me in like my nighttime performances and the real performances of just like, find somebody in the room who maybe doesn't get any attention or doesn't get a lot of, and I don't know what it is, but I'll just find somebody and I'll zone in, and it's like they become part of the show.
Absolutely.
And the audience watching the interaction.
It's because you have a really good heart. You can see through people.
Yeah, and it's not like hokey pokey, like gimmicky. It's like I know it's going to make me feel good and they'll feel good.
Yeah.
So I think that is what. My ladies do not miss a show. I mean, we're at 109 weeks at Notoriety right now, and some people.
Now, Notoriety is downtown.
Notoriety downtown.
It's close to the Fremont Street Experience?
Yes, it is. Yeah. So it's right in Neonopolis. So the third floor of Neonopolis.
Right.
And every Friday at 7, I'm there. But literally, a lot of these Vegas shows, it's tourists, it's different people, and I do get that, thankfully. But my diehards are there every single week, and it becomes a family, and I'm just so blessed to have like the best people in circle around me.
Well, and you keep yourself in incredible shape. I mean, do you have a workout routine, or do you just because you work so much just...
It's I had a trainer. Like when I've got a big photo shoot coming up, I'll get a trainer and I'll just become a crazy person, and I won't eat bread and I won't drink beer and all the things that I love. And then once the pictures get done, I'll kind of lean back into reality.
Go back and
like,
have your fun.
Yeah, but sometimes ladies will be wearing a shirt with me on it, where I've got my abs everywhere, and I'll be like, honey, that's false advertisement. I had pizza last night. Let me live.
Oh, Lord.
It's a balance, though.
Sure.
Like, I've been lucky to just kind of grab a pull-up bar and some push-ups and kind of, I can kind of Janet Jackson it. You know, I always say, Janet, you'd see her in the tabloids sometimes, and she'd be in sweats and all kind of heavy, and then you'd see her on tour a week later, and she's got six-pack abs, and it's like, Janet, get it together real quick, you know. And so I'm lucky that that's still clawing.
I have six-pack abs. It's more like a case, but still.
Yes, baby.
Well,
yes, but it's
you
all
also
uphill.
had, I'm going to tell this story on you. You also were stopped by the policeman on the Las Vegas Strip. 2 police cars had to pull you over for doing something that's just not permitted.
Yeah, it was actually
you know,
6.
and there you were in the back of a pickup truck.
Yes.
With your big coat on and your cowboy hat, just singing away like you were at a festival.
It was a misunderstanding.
Is that what it was?
Yeah.
We have a clip of that, and we're gonna show it right now. So here it is. Here we go. We're gonna watch this.
She'd have said yes in a New York minute. They never tied the knot. Heart wasn't in it. He just stole a kiss as he rode away. He never hung his hat up at Kitty's place. Should have been a cowboy. I should have learned to rope and ride. Better my six riding that pony on a cattle drive. Serving a young girl's heart, oh, just like Gene and Roy. Campfire song, oh, should have been a cowboy.
So the cop ended up being very nice, sang a song with
Yes.
you.
Well, you know, at first they wrote a ticket for the driver for obstructing traffic. I was doing my Facebook live show during the pandemic to kind of make ends meet. I would do live shows every Sunday from a different location. And finally, the Texas in me came out, and I said, let's just build a stage in the back of a truck. And it seemed like a great idea at the time. This is why we can't have nice things.
I know, right?
And,
Thank you.
So I thought I'll strap up a ring light and a camera, and I'll just sing live from the Welcome to Vegas sign all the way down the strip. And it was going great, but right in front of Planet Hollywood, they just lit us up. So there we are, pulled over on the side of the road. And I had to cut the Facebook Live feed and say, okay, guys, I'll be right back. Well, before the cop even came up to me, my phone starts going, cha-ching, cha-ching, bail money, free Chase Brown, free Chase Brown. I made more money in those 5 minutes. So people were
hollering.
Oh, well, from the Facebook, they're
Facebook.
PayPaling and Venmoing. Here's $200, get out of jail.
Oh, nice.
So before the cop even came, I'm thinking, well, at least the ticket's paid for. If nothing else, we're going to be
cool.
okay. But after talking to the officer, he was asking me if I was just out there causing trouble or if I was really a singer. And I said, no, I've really been performing in Vegas forever.
Right.
I've played it, and we're right in the heart of Vegas. So I played there, I'm pointing at all the casinos. And he goes back and talks to his officer and says, if you let me sing with you for 30 seconds, we'll throw out the ticket.
Oh,
And
I was hoping that was happening.
Oh, it was so insane. So he picked a Toby Keith song, and the really sweet part was the next day, Toby Keith had seen the video, and he retweeted the video, Toby Keith himself, said, check out Las Vegas Metro. And it was such a special moment. And we went viral that night, 250,000 views, and it really kind of, I probably wouldn't have my residency now if it weren't for that, leading to this. So it was really sweet. After Toby Keith passed, I got a text message last week from Officer Evan Spoon saying that he heard the news of Toby and he thought about him and I singing that duet, and it just really touched my heart. It was so sweet.
I'm the clip.
I know. It was so nice. So every time I hear a Toby Keith song, and in all of my shows.
Was he one of your all-time favorites?
Oh, he really was. Yeah. So now, in my show, I show the clip from the video.
Oh, I wouldn't blame you. Yeah.
It's become a tribute.
You couldn't have planned that. You couldn't have filmed that if you tried.
No, it's perfect.
That is so wonderful.
That's my get out of jail free card. Just start singing "Should Have Been a Cowboy."
There you go. Well, listen, you're just so amazing. And now tell people again where all you work. You're every Friday at Notoriety.
So that's the main show every Friday night at Notoriety Theater in downtown Las Vegas. It is going to be 7 p.m. We're 109 Fridays in and no stopping in sight.
That's great.
So come see me. You can get tickets at notorietylive.com or If you message me on Instagram, I might give you your first set of tickets for free.
There
if you
you
say
go.
you saw me on this show.
Got a promo,
There you
absolutely.
go.
So what's next for you? You know, you got the gig there. What's your next like dream? You were looking to maybe get your own TV show, or
You know, I always just wanted to be kind of on the Las Vegas entertainment landscape. I wanted my cowboy hat to kind of be somewhere in there.
Right.
So I just love the journey that I'm on right now, and it gets better every week, and you never know what gig's going to come next. So
You're
I'm
destined.
just living it and loving
Well,
it. If you
and
put
don't
too many
stop.
things on there,
That's
you never
right.
know what's going to happen. It's like, just let it
don't
be.
stop being you, because
There you
that's
go.
what sells. And I'm going to ask you a huge favor. Would you honor us? Would you do a song for us?
Don't threaten me with a good
for the
time,
show?
baby. Let's do it.
All right. Okay, we're going to be right back with Chase Brown singing live. We won't call the cops, I promise.
You might.
Singing live right here on How to Jimmy. We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm John P.G. Stiles. Some people call me JPEG. You can probably guess why. I'm the founder and partner at WWDBTV. Does your business need a commercial, or do you already have one and you just want to get the message out there? Do you need a sizzle reel? Do you need an audition tape for a part that you're up for? Or have you ever thought about hosting your own show? Well, this is the place, WWDBTV.
Used to spend my nights out in a barroom. Liquor was the only love that I know. But you rescued me from reaching for the bottle, and you brought me back from being too far gone. You're as smooth as Tennessee whiskey. You're as sweet as strawberry wine. You're as wild as a glass of brandy. Honey, I stay stoned on your love all the time. Look for love in all the same old places. Found the bottom of the bottle always dry. Oh, when you poured out your heart, honey, I didn't waste it. 'Cause there's nothing like your love to get me high. Smooth, you're like Tennessee whiskey. You're as sweet as strawberry wine. You're as wild as a glass of brandy. Honey, I stay stoned on your love all the time. You're as smooth as Tennessee whiskey. You're as sweet as strawberry wine. You're as wild as a glass of brandy. Honey, I stay stoned on your love all the time. Smooth, you're like Tennessee whiskey. You're like Tennessee whiskey. You're like Tennessee
And we're back. That's our show for today, guys. I want to thank Chase. Thank you for singing for us today. Just amazing. And my dear friend Natalie, it's great. Thank you for coming on the show and telling us all about. We'll see you around. We'll definitely be seeing you, and you'll see me hopefully every week right here on the How to Jimmy Show. And don't forget the all-new What's Up Vegas magazine is out right now. Look it up. You'll love it. It's full of information, and you can see my entertainment column there. And what is it called? What's Up Vegas. Say it with me. What's up Vegas? Mwah. And we're back. I want to thank everyone for joining us today here on How to Jimmy Vegas. I have had such a great time for my very first show, and wow, how exciting to have two of my dear friends and two of the most amazing entertainers, Natalie Blaze and the gorgeous, cute as a button, Chase Brown. I want to thank them so much for being here today, and I want to remind you guys we're going to be here every week with How to Jimmy, so tune in for that. I want to thank Stephanie Danderson for my hair and makeup. She does an amazing job. Go see her when you can at Into the Looking Glass. She'll be one of our future guests soon. But we want to thank you again. Don't forget, it's What's Up Vegas. Look it up and come back and see us. And you know what? We're going to give you all the lowdown. Thank you for joining us. I love you guys.